An electricity officer told her employee to cut the wire of a meter. When the employee started to cut the wire, a little girl saw it and said, "Why are you cutting our meter's wire?" The officer said, "Your father hasn't paid the electricity bill for the last 5 months, so we are cutting the wire. If you don't want our wire to be cut, then call some elder." The little girl said, "Okay," and went inside. Inside, she told her mother, "Someone is cutting our electricity wire outside." The mother said, "Okay," and took her daughter outside. She then asked, "Why are you cutting our meter's wire?" The employee said, "Your husband hasn't paid the bill for the last 5 months, and the government has ordered us to cut the wires of those who haven't paid." The woman said, "Please don't cut our wire because my husband is no more in this world, and all the money we had was spent on his treatment. Give us some time. We will pay the bill." The officer said, "We are sorry about your husband, but we are also bound by our duty. We can give you time only until evening. Otherwise, we will have to cut the wire." The woman said, "Okay," and the electricity personnel left. Then the mother told her daughter, "I think we will have to live in darkness because we have no money." The daughter said, "We should ask Uncle Chachu for help." The mother said, "Yes, we should go to your uncle." So both of them went to the husband's brother. He asked, "How come you're here?" She replied, "The electricity people came this morning and said to pay the bill for the last 5 months or they'll cut the electricity. That's why I've come to you." The husband's brother then told the little girl, "You go outside." After she left, he said, "Sister-in-law, aren't you ashamed? You keep coming to ask for money. I already spent a lot of money on my brother. I don't have any money now." The sister-in-law said, "What kind of talk is this? He always helped you in your joys and sorrows. You should be a support for his family, but what are you saying?" The husband's brother replied, "I gave all the money for my brother's treatment, but now I won't give any more. I fold my hands and beg you, please don't come to my house again." The sister-in-law said, "Fine, I will not come after today," and got up and left. Outside, when her daughter asked, "Why are you worried? What did Chachu say?" The mother told her, "After today, you have no uncle. Come on, let's go." Both returned home. The mother told her daughter, "Now we will have to live in darkness." Just then, a boy's voice called out from outside. The woman got up and went out and asked the boy, "Who are you?" The boy said, "I have come from the bank. Your husband had deposited some money in the bank, but we recently found out that he passed away. So I have come to give you the money." The woman took the money and the boy said, "I'll take your leave now," and left. When the woman counted the money, she thought, "This is a lot of money. This will cover all my expenses." The woman went inside happily. The next day, the electricity personnel came again. The woman went to them. The officer asked, "Have you arranged for the bill, or should we cut the wire?" The woman said, "Yes, I have received the money, but I don't know how to pay the bill. Will you do it?" The officer took the money and said, "Okay, we will do it, and be careful from now on. All right?" The woman said, "Okay," and the electricity personnel left. Outside, the officer told the employee, "Reconnect the wire." As the employee was reconnecting it, that same boy who was from the bank came and asked the officer, "Why didn't you help that woman directly? Why did you have to do it secretly?" The officer said, "I did it this way so that she wouldn't feel indebted for her whole life." Then the employee asked the officer, "If she can't pay the electricity bill again tomorrow, will you help her again?" The officer replied, "You know the government doesn't charge us for bills, don't you? I will pay her share of the bill from my own quota because my bill is waived." The employee, happy, said, "You are so good. I feel like saluting you." And he saluted her. The officer was pleased, and then everyone left. A like is deserved for this kind-hearted electricity officer who pays the bills of the poor from her own pocket.